Hello guys, welcome back. How are you? My fine 1 2 2. Okay. Kel, I started.
Cool, cool.
Cool, cool. Let me change this. And you know what?
I don't even care.
I don't even care.
I'm used to the rain, but you should probably use an umbrella.
Yeah, but yes.
None?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Arigato.
Toitashimasu.
This let me do.
Together, together.
Hey, but you did so much.
Wait, let me kill the 5 those giants.
Okay, I'll kill the potato.
Wait,
Stabilize.
Mm-hmm.
One with the force. I hear everything. Keep up.
More Rakal.
Order guide you. Busted. Can't
Lamau.
Let's nip that in the bud.
Nice, we're done.
Okay. Nice one, eh?
You're doing welcome.
Yeah, what you're doing?
Same.
Keep up.
Which one? The Act 3 you're doing, no?
You're doing X4.
Mm-hmm.
Solidify.
X4 is good.
Huh. Well, I like the Act 3 ka that when we meet the doctor.
Okay. It is time for me to go color 20 primos from there and then show you.
Yeah, I will watch. Okay. I'll leave.
Leave. Like that how that this is not statue and the way we tried
Leave.
to go leave.
I was in Inazuma, I guess. Yep. We had like removed the fog, right?
Yeah.
And then again we had to do that.
Mm.
That thing was about this, right?
Yeah, you have to break that way.
Stabilize.
Yeah.
You did it?
One I did, but it is not showing like one I have done. Later I'll do.
Okay. Ready?
Hmm?
You ready?
Let me TP, yeah. Okay, I'm watching.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Zombie. See, zombie.
I saw that. Zongli, not child.
Yeah. Go to CC one child.
It's alright.
Zombie don't want to come home.
It is all
Bye,
right.
zombie. I won't come to you again.
Later on, like later, we'll do this thing.
Add Astra.
Yeah.
Thank you for completing today's commission.
Oceanid.
Okay.
Add Astra.
Wait, I'll see if my bow is gone.
Okay, I'll start my Archon now.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. If I move a little, it will start. Oh, I have to go inside. I forgot.
Candace, where? Whoa, you look furious.
Do I? Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of.
Perhaps I need to work on my composure. Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm angry.
Yo.
I'm
Everyone's
sure
sleeping.
everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
He was about to sleep.
Don't beat us.
Well,
Everyone's
looks
tired
like
today.
Sino taught her
Bow
well.
is gone though. He's
Mm-hmm.
gone for work. Wait, I'm also streaming. Give me a sec.
You fear death yourselves,
Mm.
yet you do not hesitate
Swimming,
to place
wait.
the lives
On
of others
Twitch?
at risk.
Yeah.
The absurdity
Let's
is
go.
mind-boggling. The ones you call mad
Yeah.
scholars are known to us as the village keepers. They are vital
Damn,
members of our
it takes
community.
me time.
You come here to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than stepping stones.
Mercy.
You've made your bed.
I'll go make contents for the day.
We
Mm.
may all be desert dwellers, but there's one thing that I understand better than you. The resurrection of King Deshret will only result in war. The people of Aru village care little about which god is in power. A war would only cause us to lose all that we have.
We understand. We're sorry. I'll tell you everything I know, please.
I'm listening.
How was this one's
You
push?
might not believe this, but
Who's
it wasn't us who came
Yeah,
up with
me
this
too.
idea.
It
Someone
was
was
fine
spreading
enough.
rumors in the
Like,
tavern. That's
it's
how we ended
about
up
the
hearing about some
go
mystery man who
summoning
sent
of
mad scholars
goats,
to make the perfect
ghosts and
sacrifice to
like.
usher
By
in
the way,
King
you did?
Deshret's resurrection.
Baizu, yeah, I
They
did.
give their lives, and we
You
can
were
give
watching
them
me,
anything
Baizu.
we wish for.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
called village keepers. Slip up again and you'll regret it.
Yes, sorry. It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread the word about King Deshret's resurrection and talked us into helping him. I'm not sure.
That's one.
Huh? One what?
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then,
Wait, I'm telling the truth. We don't know anything.
2.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there. You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth, I swear. Just
Wait, who's
ask.
from? Birbia.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
Go on with what?
You have to believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away. I'm not risking another beating to keep his secrets. That guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face. He calls himself King Deshret's envoy.
Look.
I believe I may know what's going on.
Uncle Anpu.
Did he just?
Smooth.
Okay, speak.
If my suspicions are correct, this mystery man they speak of could. Some time ago, people from the academia attempted to take the village keepers away. I refused, insisting that they are It strikes me now that this secretive character shares the same goal they had.
Which means it's highly likely that the academia was purposely spreading a false rumor to trick the radicals into delivering the village keepers right into their hands. They were the ones who brought them here to begin with. Now they're trying to take them back? We aren't gonna let that happen.
Not the academia again.
Just as I thought. But what could they
Mhm.
want with the...
People are nothing but tools in the eyes of the academia. A change in their plans likely means they found another way to... Regardless, our top priority now...
You're right. Aesop, time to go. Let's leave the village and try to track...
Yes. Pack up and get...
You got it. Candace, I'll let you deal with the radicals. Leave everything else. All right.
Yo, yo.
Let's
Yo.
meet back here once everyone's
Let's go
ready.
party.
Ready. Mm.
Economia. Where are you in economy?
You're doing Economia?
Yeah,
I thought you were doing Archon.
I do. First I'm doing this. Because
I hate him.
Us, and then where did you come from?
Primo
Well,
is equal to economy.
As you can see, I am merely sitting here and reviewing what we have deduced thus.
You were gone for
First
ages,
Primo is you.
and now you're
Mhm.
suddenly sitting here musing? Hey,
I wanna go
You
today.
never
That's
think-
why I'm doing.
Okay.
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname! There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy. It makes it so hard.
Well, you've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So clearly, I stayed in the village to... Anyway, you plan to leave Aru village and keep searching for the truth of this matter.
Yes.
Yep. We're not gonna find out anything more by staying here, so we thought that we might as well... Enough with the silent treatment!
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with him.
All Hatham. You haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru village. Bold of you to question our choice.
Yeah, you're all tough.
While you were investigating, I had my own work to do, which I've now finished.
Really? Paimon does...
To be honest, we aren't really a team, so I have no obligation to inform you of my Not to mention that going separate ways allowed me to find some important information that you...
Hmm.
Right here in the village?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But
For that?
for that, you need to understand
wait.
where she's coming from.
What does that mean?
I need to change this to Alpha.
How do you think the residents of Aru village feel about what we're doing?
Mm. Wait.
In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
Okay. This is fine.
You mean some of them
Hmm?
lied to us?
Hiding the truth
Hello,
does
Jason.
not
Welcome to the
necessarily
stream. Thanks for
equate to lying.
subscribing.
Again, remember what Candace said? Most people in Aru village don't
How about you?
necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru. That's because whether King Deshret or the Dendro Archon has power is of little significance to them. By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply
Which
share
Dendro
everything
character
they
you
know
like,
with you
yeah?
without- Glad you're following along.
Rendu.
Among
Hmm?
those you have talked to,
I'll hate
there's
him.
someone who was
I'll
consciously
hate them,
keeping
why?
you out of the loop. In
It's
fact,
cool.
she's been observing your every
cool.
move since you arrived. The reason being, to someone who only wants to live their life in peace,
Technology.
any
Those items
eyes.
from Ned and such.
Those fierce eyes.
Don't change this.
it's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Sino's authority and strength.
Right. You were asking.
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are King Deshret fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers, she could easily make herself the radicals' next.
I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night.
Remember? She made a point of denying her involvement in anything that occurred.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru village at night. In other words, the young miss was very much awake during that time.
Then why would she lie?
By getting involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself. As for why she might be so wary about all this,
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of me. If so, it's...
We're on it!
Let's go. condole.
Miss Shawnee, as we discussed earlier,
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but how can I...
Huh? What do you mean? We need to
go ahead and talk to her. You'll go on. Earn her trust.
Is it really that simple?
On our trust.
May I call you Traveler? Hi, Traveler. Do you think the resurrection of King Deshret can truly change Sumeru for the better? Why's that? That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. I know you two are friends. That's why I'm willing to talk to you. Even though I do before, I wouldn't even have the courage to ask. Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
I don't know.
Yeah, we came here from another nation, so it isn't wrong of you to be weary. And we aren't really residents of anyone, but even so, we have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them.
I want to trust you. My apologies for posing my questions like that. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come back from...
Alhaitham told us you have your reasons. It's okay.
The fact is that only one side of my family is desert folk. I don't really fit in anywhere, and some believe in the Dendro Archon, while others believe in
So
King
good, no?
Deshret.
Speaking of which, the radicals mentioned that they despise traitors.
Which is your favorite Archon?
Anyone who's different from them is a traitor?
Yeah. Some people can be so narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline and beliefs. It makes no difference what I say or how I behave. I'll always be suspected of having ulterior motives. Slowly, I just stopped talking to people. I pretended not, and then it happened. The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with no explanation.
Zhonglia?
I didn't dare breathe a word about it to anyone.
Right.
Until now.
You can tell them. I'm sure she'll keep your secret.
All right.
I'll keep the secret by my more.
I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes I hear...
There are ghosts?
Perhaps. I'm not sure. It's faint, but it's definitely the sound of crying. It comes from far away in the distance, and always carries very raw emotion. It used to be louder and more frequent, but ever since you arrived in the village, it doesn't seem to happen as often, and when it does, it's much quieter. I have to focus really hard to make it out.
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have someone with a good ear, and he's heard similar sounds but because we're in the middle of a desert, he would rather believe that they are the
There's really nothing around these parts, except...
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar, but it's been abandoned for...
Yeah, let's go!
Let's go. Okay. I have to do. Silly.
Solidify!
Sounds good to me.
Certainly worth the extra mile.
Oh, is this the place? Monsters, watch out!
Oh, I have to kill them.
I will have order.
It's so boring.
Solidify!
Killing these potatoes.
I hear everything.
I wanna see nice cinematic, right? Oh, more are coming. This potato is coming. Hi, 5-1. Hello, Abhi. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing?
Let's nip that in the bud.
Bruh.
Get back!
Everybody stand back!
Stabilize.
Can't see? I'll uproot you!
Let's go. Life is so easy with zombie.
With the forest.
You do not even have to fear anything. Oh, I got a crate. Start up and feeling exhausted already. Bro.
We gotta stay on our A game too.
This is
This
the
one.
one.
I did it. Good, thank you.
Let's go in and take.
There was a chest outside. Potato took me inside.
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to until then. I'm taking a break.
Huh?
And just like that, he sits down. Wait, he even brought a book to him? What are you reading? Let Paimon...
Okay, sure.
Huh? The natural position, which is the positional propensity of an...
It's okay.
So.
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya. How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this. Hey, Paimon's your Tibet travel guide. Paimon knows plenty of useful stuff. And anyway, it's not Paimon's fault that the books people read in Sumeru are so complicated.
Bruh. Wait, it's night now. The person will cry again? That's mine.
Paimon's getting so sleepy. Huh? What was that sound?
There it
What
is.
sound it is? What sound is that?
It's coming from that direction.
Is the
That's
sound
a
coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
It's from below.
But there's...
Something is off about the interior here.
We are going down now. He took... I want the chest on top.
As I thought. There's a hidden...
Wow. It's like they tucked another hospital into this one.
Wow.
Looks like there are other mechanisms around here.
Thank you.
So hot. Even a mist flower would melt in this heat.
Where's the chest?
Now that I think about it, it wouldn't. But you get what I mean.
Oh. No, the chest out. I don't know. Outside I have to do, I think.
Solidify. Order guide you.
Okay.
Can't see?
Oh, Oh, these things I have to do. Okay, okay. I don't wanna go here, but
One with the forest. Keep up.
wait, my mouse. Okay, fine.
Gather. Let's nip that in the bud.
I'm going in.
In corner, I'll kill you.
Can't see?
Huh? It's not dying.
Gather. One with the forest. Keep up.
More are coming.
This is order. Solidify.
I'll uproot you. Can't see?
Little.
Get back. One with the forest. I'll bury you. Keep up.
I have to go to the lower level. Oh, it's open. Oh, they have written some things. Oh,
Look, there's someone. Good idea. Let's approach him slowly without alarming him.
Wait,
waiting.
you're...
He can't speak. Also, why is he the?
Didn't expect to see him.
You know him?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the acad...
He's a scholar too? Is he the kind that holes up in a forest and mumbles?
No. And that's the problem. Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach such... Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being here alone means that we might be too late. Looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. Perhaps they simply didn't have time to come back for him.
Wow.
There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with something heavy.
Loaded with.
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry, as if they were afraid of being caught. In their the symptoms are identical. Looks like we
Huh? Why do you?
Allow me to jog your memory. Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Oh, now that you mention it.
Correct. The Academia is behind all. It isn't difficult to deduce the First, the Academia spread a false rumor of King Deshret's resurrection, emphasizing the role of the village keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled. These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru village leapt into action. Unbeknownst to them, of course, through rounding up the scholars, they were as well as being able to exploit the radicals for their own ends. This scheme has one further advantage to the Academia. All the risks and responsibilities are offloaded onto King Deshret's life for the desert dwellers has been brutal ever since King Deshret's death, although many would give everything they have for the prospect of something better. Anyone looking to exploit that for their own ends simply needs to, even if complications arise, people will see that those involved are all followers of King Deshret and look for no further explanation than differences of belief. A deep-seated mistrust of the desert and everyone in it by the rest of Sumeru. The notion of an academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds. It may seem like a simple strategy, but it is able to work wonders under...
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's in line with the village chief's theory, but there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the academia that brought the scholars to Aru village in the first place? Why does it want them...
Throughout this process, one thing has changed. First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. And finally,
I
an
see.
exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But when
Can you
someone
there?
becomes a missing person,
What are you doing?
that is brought into question.
Writing some
If you
annoying
can't
question.
find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them. That makes missing people an
You're
ideal
streaming?
resource.
Resource?
Not yet.
One
When
possibility
you'll
is that
start?
the information in their brains could be...
Extracted?
With the technology of the Sumeru Academia, perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night, when no one is watching.
So, the human brain... Nope, nah.
I'm the Academia scribe, after all. I'm familiar... Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind.
I collected
But
72
something went
privileges.
wrong in the process.
Damn.
His curiosity got the better of him, and he used such a capsule for himself.
Paimon's a little
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer. That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. However, I can't help but wonder, what do they seek to gain from divine knowledge? The Academia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge.
Seriously.
But
I
what is
woke
their
up.
ultimate goal? I've spent quite
She'll
some time
sleep
trying
again.
to analyze the contents of the divine knowledge capsule, but to no avail.
Slept
It
again.
seems like my way of thinking is too different from theirs.
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your hands on this for...
All scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge, but I'm not particularly extracting information from people as if they were lifeless objects. If this is the direction of academic progress, then the Academia may as well shut its door.
Sounds like you're really against all this.
Of course. The Academia's actions run contrary to their rules. Whether it be academics or knowledge, everything has its boundaries. If those lines are crossed, the rules and order that govern everything in the world will be destroyed. This matter needs to be corrected. Just like...
Wait! Didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for those poor...
Not to be callous, but no. My criteria are a little more restrictive than that. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, and the same can be said for the rest of Teyvat as well. What do you plan to do about that? Save every last person?
Probably not. Paimon's not
You can say that. Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism. I do what I want. The divine knowledge capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean I'm willing to take action for the sake of a few strangers.
Paimon's been wanting to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys in the Academia, but you're not one of them.
You're probably... Though I must say, I quite enjoy this feeling of being the odd... Uniqueness is also an asset.
Wow, that's a great way to think about it. Paimon's really impressed. If only Miss Shani had a similar mindset, her life would definitely be...
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. There's nothing more to it than that.
Ow.
He won't last long if we leave him here. Let's take him with us.
Okay.
We'll work out our next step after we return to Aru village.
annoying. Hmm? Ita, I'll be back.
Where you going?
I told you, na.
What?
I'll be back, Mono.
That's what I'm asking you. Okay, fine.
Okay. Rita, this one needs something to eat. Come.
What?
Kaju is hungry.
You're streaming that.
Yeah, I know.
Check this.
Osmanthus wine
Check
tastes
this.
the same.
Check. Okay, stream.
It is on.
Streaming. Sure.
Done.
What?
You can see?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go.
Let's go.
Boats are made for
3, 2,
transferring
1,
commodities back and forth. And those that come across Leo.
Next one you might get.
So it is where many things come to settle.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Okay, no problem. Andy.
I'll get him soon.
Yeah, you'll get him soon. You're doing just 1, 1, 1, right?
I've done 10 before this.
We're back!
You must be tired.
What's the situation?
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather. Nevertheless, he's one of the people we're trying to find.
So, at one point in time, the abandoned Elazar Hospital served as the Academia's site for extracting divine cant knowledge.
Yep, pretty much.
Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru village, since divine cant knowledge has been in circulation for a while now. Yet,
Need to know.
they fled once we were headed to the village, almost as if they knew we were on their trail. Why is that?
Yeah, why is that?
We may have a mole in our midst.
Eat it.
One of us could be secretly revealing our...
Go.
Are our friendship...
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies the issue. Sino, you're the reason why they can predict our movements.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words, Fairy.
It is simply a logical inference. I have...
So what you're saying is... interesting. And here I thought you were the most suspicious one, Al-Haytham, since you were...
I know. You have a point. But I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Before you can take action against someone, you are required to have all the facts available, including the less than savory details. Simply put, the Academia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of sensitive information. Knowing their modus operandi, wouldn't you expect them to take precautions against if you want to raise a vicious wolf?
The Academia?
It's not that simple. The Academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have a special protocol for dealing with you. Every so often comes a Nyagarbaha Day. On this day, the Academia enters new information into the Akasha through knowledge capsules. I remember seeing a thick notebook next to the control panel once. Its contents were all about the General Mahamatra, his activities throughout the day, preferred methods of enacting judgment, everything.
You're saying that the Academia entered my information into the Akasha too? But what's the point in doing that? My actions aren't important enough to be added into the Akasha.
The Akasha is capable of computation.
Her nail is stuck into a rope, right?
Algorithms are entirely
And I started moving it.
Using the data entered. When you would
Like, she is unable to control her hand.
It knew all of this.
It predicted my every move.
The Academia has been watching you
Lose
longer
control.
than you think. However, the fact that you resigned is proof that their suspicions were well-founded.
So that's how it is. Sino adheres to his principles so strongly that he's actually a thorn in their side. Tenacity of will and
Now I'll be
steadfast
doing
faith
two
are
story
worthless
quests.
to the academia.
Story quest, which one?
They need Sino,
Miko
don't take it to heart.
and
This just proves how much of a trustworthy
Which?
ally you are.
Miko.
And?
They escaped
Child.
because of me.
Okay.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
Exactly.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements, then I might be able to guess where they were.
Whoa, you bounced back fast.
There is always an opportunity for safety after danger.
Oh, so that's how it is! Paimon gets it now! If the Academia is trying to avoid Sino, then the safest place would be...
One step
Yep,
behind
that's
him.
right!
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going. I must go.
Go,
There's
go.
also something I want to investigate.
Let's go, guys! Please, wait! I want to go...
You can't.
You want to go too? If so,
I want to find Grandpa. I promise.
everyone, I leave him in your hands.
Alright.
Hey, let's go! Paimon feels like we're missing someone.
Someone? Mm. This is good.
So, where do we go from here?
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
Okay.
I know the desert like the back of my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Is that because you play here a lot? Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert. But I was the one who brought him back.
There was something now.
Here.
Yeah.
What's this?
It's buried in the sand. Looks like we'll need to roll up our sleeves and do some work.
What are you doing? Don't bite that.
And Paimon thought running around everywhere was already enough work. Okay. So, we have to dig it out? Whatever's down there looks like it's buried really deep.
Hello, Daddy. Welcome to the stream.
These are likely fragments of an academia-developed device, something akin to a headset.
Ow.
Looks like there were more than one village keeper. They must have been escorted this way because there are device fragments scattered. Let's split up and search the area. Chances are that we'll find other things.
Okay.
Is this what we're searching for?
This is definitely a device used to extract divine.
How did it end up buried in the sand? That can't have been part. They must have been attacked along the way.
Wait, what? Grandpa, I hope you're okay. Don't worry, your grandpa's gonna be...
Razak didn't.
We should be able to catch.
One more thing. Given that the device had been entirely covered by sand, I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
I agree.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone.
Come.
Ugh, but running on sand is so tiring.
Yeah.
But you're...
Why you had to take that?
Is flying over sand tiring too?
Bro.
It is.
Wait, is it not audible? I have a TP. There's a TP on top. It's alright. Next time.
Voices over there. Don't get any closer. They'll notice us.
Dia's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting. Let's listen in.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to...
You're one of us. We would never lie.
Huh?
You don't know as much as I do.
I knew it. That's our...
Tia? Why would you... Tia!
Huh?
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa?
Well, look who's here.
This complicates things.
You've betrayed Aru village?
So, this is the great
Bruh.
General Mah. Dear, you'd be better off as my assistant than hanging around with this motley crew. Seen for yourself. I have the means and methods, and my ideals are...
I'm not the type that's easily swayed, Raman. You of all people should know that.
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
Shut it, Paimon.
It doesn't matter.
Yes.
Whichever side you pick, nothing can deter us from the grand mission of...
Face the facts, Raman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more than anyone. Have all your years as a merc taught you nothing about placing hope?
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of King Deshret. Whether I live by the edge of the sword or in peaceful comfort, my soul will always carry...
It's not too late yet. The village mad scholars aren't gonna bring King Deshret back to life.
You don't understand, my dear.
Where's King Deshret?
Pursuing our faith is our purpose in life.
Even if it'll expose you to the academia? Even if they end up disbanding the Eremites? Your Eremites, which you've worked so hard...
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. The sun and the moon no longer shine here. All you see now is cracks in this desiccated land.
Yeah, highlighted.
But fate
Bruh.
has finally dealt
That's
me a hand. These scholars in our custody will stomp the Academia's forces and fight our way beyond the wall of...
Ridiculous. Think
Oh,
about it.
look at those
The Academia
earrings.
controls the entirety of Sumeru. Your powers are negligible in comparison. If you still don't believe me, then try asking these two men. They're also against the
Men?
Academia, but neither of them
Men?
are as arrogant as you are.
Okay.
They look more like pawns of the Academia to me. Why would I listen to any filthy traitors? Your god abandoned all honor and betrayed King Deshret.
It's impossible to commute. Perhaps we should.
Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the Academia? These people have no value as bargaining chips. But I could be persuaded to take their place as your next hostage. These scholars were exiled from the Academia. I, on the other hand, am their current scribe, and will be a much greater asset to you.
Wait, you can't be serious.
So, you want to trade?
Precisely.
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you instead?
Well, that would be bad. However, I'd get the chance to observe the scholars.
Think you can talk me over with
Yeah,
that confident look of yours?
I'm not trying to persuade you. I'm using this as a means of joining forces against the Academia.
You are the scribe. What do you have against the Academia?
Not all desert dwellers believe in King Deshret, and the same applies to the Academia. Why must all knowledge seekers approve of the Academia's way of...
You Academia scum. Every last one of you is nothing but a hypocrite, just like everyone else on the other side of that wall. I've made myself clear enough. I won't listen.
Not so fast. I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said? You know you're making a dangerous decision, right?
I do.
Good. Raman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take the followers of the Dendro Archon at their word, but what about me?
We've known each other for years.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my right arm.
Huh?
Come on, Raman, don't be a coward. If you're serious about taking on the Academia, you need to steel yourself. You can't...
An arm from the Flame Mane. You've peeked. But what if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dia. We're mercs. And mercs don't tend to live long unless they...
You're not wrong, but this is different. I promised my friends that we'd bring back the village keepers together.
Let's do it right here then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
Okay.
Don't listen to him! He's not even trying to negotiate!
That's fine.
Are you crazy?
She is.
We came here to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Raman, I'm holding up my end of the deal here.
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
No. I was just kidding. Don't.
Dia, what are you gonna do?
Think of something?
You don't have to go this far.
That's not for you to decide.
Do it.
Sorry, no. Ah.
Stop.
Oh. Okay. That's a relay.
What's wrong?
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting off your arm is no different than cutting off my own fingers. Where's the sense in cutting my own kin to pieces? You've shown me that you're serious. Go on now, take your friends and leave.
Okay. To change time. What is behind the bushes? I know, right? She was like, ah.
Phew. I was really counting on him not going through with it.
Dia! That was crazy! Have you all lost your minds? What if he'd actually cut your arm off?
Then I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm.
Bruh.
Okay, I'm sorry. But sometimes when you're out on a limb, you gotta double down to seal the deal.
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal with the likes of that. If it came down to it, you would not lose to them either.
I don't doubt it, Sino. But this is about more than me and them. There's a lot more where they came from. Even if we got rid of one bunch of radicals, there are other...
I'm sorry, Dia. I should have stayed put and listened. I should have trusted you.
It's okay. I promised you I'd help find your grandpa, so I'll do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes? You just might be scholar material.
Huh? Are you serious?
The Eremites once said that I was a lunatic. Perhaps a little madness is...
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself? Okay, let's get moving. We should head back to the village and...
Okay. Oh. When am I pulling for? I pulled for Zhongli also and Child also. I got both. I had saved for like 1 month. Yeah. I got both Zhongli and Zhongli I got early 50 PT and I got Child. I'll be upgrading him. Yeah. Now another Argon.
Wine tastes the same as I remember.
Oh, I have to wait. Wait. 6, right? Yeah. Let's go perfection. Damn. Free to play, I mean, that's good. Yeah, free to play. I'm FTP. Let's go. Oh, there. Oh.
You're all here so early.
Looks like we have everyone here. Isak, are you sure you want...
I'll watch from a safe distance. Dia.
Okay, Let's go then. Dia,
Let's
Yes,
go.
but
Wait,
Why?
what's the matter?
if you don't do
I heard that you
Sumeru's
were quite
chapter 3
reckless
starting,
yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
no more of that
I mean
today.
the chapter 3,
Understood?
part 3,
I'll
whatever.
be very upset
Yeah.
with you.
Act 3.
Yeah, Act 3.
Yeah.
You don't.
Fine.
Catherine doesn't be sitting in adventure school.
Then
We
where
just
she?
can't correct from there
And
because she's sitting there now.
sitting
After
where?
the quest, she's here now on the other side for the
Mm-hmm.
quest.
Mm-hmm.
Neither is there now.
Mm-hmm.
So because of that, there is no Catherine in Sumeru.
Wow. Sumeru with Catherine lost. Wait, it's here, right?
We're back.
Is it inside down? Like, or do I have to go from top? No, this also I wonder because I have not opened the TPO like that. God damn it, I have 3 more left. I'm gonna go for. I was thinking to get all Archon first, like Venti. Right now I got Zhongli, then Venti, and then Raiden, Nagida. Because Furina will be coming, so the Archons are getting reruns, right? And I'll be making the international team of this one. Tatilia and Shangling, Benny and one more. This one is there now. That guy, wait, Kazuha. I forgot his name. Yeah, Kazuha. But right now, I don't have Kazuha, so I'll wait for Kazuha's rerun. I'm going wrong side. Sorry. Which one did you pull for Zhongli or this one? Child. Is it on top or is it down? Imagine I go so far and it is down. I have Kazuha from the race. Oh. Thank you. Soon I'll have. Please be on top, please. Bro. I came so far. Oh, it's on top only. Let's go. Fight?
Uh-oh. Is it because Paimon overslept by 5 minutes and held everyone up?
Is everything ready?
Absolutely. Although, you brought fewer people than I imagined.
Bring him over.
Grandpa! Why is there only...
Raman, I've always thought of you as a man of his word. What's this about?
It's a 1-for-1 exchange. Sounds... And let me put it this way. Agreeing to any kind of deal with the Dendro Archon's people is already a huge compromise on my part. Don't you think you've...
Upgrade for Skyray. Out of privacy.
You stay right there!
Oh. Bruh. You found very well. So you're also free to... Wait! Cutscene is going on. Is she using level 1 sword? Yep.
What do you think you're doing?
land's shaking. Wait a second.
Hmm?
Earthquake!
That's earthquake? No. That's that thing. Wait. Nahida is in him? That's Nahida? I don't know. You never know.
Paimon's dizzy.
What happened?
This day's going just
What a sand dune. I saw an energy field. It glowed green with dendro. Just like you said. It may well have been the remains of Lesser Lord Kusanali's power inside the scholars.
I felt the same.
The dendro archon.
Grandpa? Grandpa?
Hey,
There used to be a temple.
Yeah, but I have been to these temples and
seems
you're
that when the
asking me
sand dune
now.
collapsed, it exposed the symbols on the gate belong. It could have been an underground palace
Potatoes
in the
like.
past.
Oh, a miracle. Praise King Deshret!
What's he doing here? And his
They must have fallen down here with us. Pretty lucky if you ask me. Most of them seem in
Who
really bad
is
shape,
King
except for
Dashrath?
him.
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time for conflict. Our exalted lord has shown us the way to his sacred...
he's not actually gonna go in there.
As it happens, I want to take a look inside too.
Bruh.
What are you doing?
Don't you think it's curious? 1 minute, Lesser Lord Kusanali's power protects us from harm, and the next, remnants of King Deshret's civilization appear. Two major deities are vying to showcase their power to us.
Paimon thought you weren't interested in...
Indeed. In my view,
You know
gods
who
are
is
just a
King
higher form
Deshret?
of living being. New discoveries are always worth investigating. Whether they have
Kelly?
anything to do with gods is neither here nor there.
Ramon,
Kelly?
what are you gonna do about your men?
You there?
I'll just let them lay here. King Deshret will take care of his people.
Let's go. Directly I can enter? I don't think so. Oh, that I have to enter? Do I have to fight? It's a domain. Bruh.
It's full of life here. This defies comprehension. It looked completely desolate from the outside.
Yeah, and there's so many plants. It's so...
Sir Rahman,
Huh? Are you mocking me?
interpret it however you want. But there's something I'd like to draw your attention to. While this structure is
Stream on
clearly left
15
over
night?
from King Deshret's
15,
civilization,
yeah, I'm there.
the energy
That is day
flows
after
here is that
tomorrow,
of the
right?
Dendro Archon.
Whatever you say. It's not like I have
Okay.
There's nothing to be
I
angry
will.
about. Think of this as an academic.
It does seem kind of strange.
What is there, but
If that's true, then we might have to explore this whole area to find it.
oh, there. They only have to do. What is this? Okay. Activate? Yeah. Ooh. Oh.
Can't see? Let's nip that in the bud.
I gotta go. See ya. See ya. Enjoy. Thanks for joining though. Oh, there was something here. Oh, bruh.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Didn't see that coming.
It's not switching.
Stabilize.
And shroud. Keep up.
I can't go from here. No, I can activate. Oh.
Order guide you.
24k. Bruh.
I'll uproot you. Can't see?
Everybody stand back.
There was some kind of sound. There it is, I know, but okay, it was there only. What is this? Huh? Huh? Oh. Good, I ran so fast. Am I lost?
Let's nip that in the bud.
Let's light it up.
And shroud. One with the force.
No, we don't still alive. I hope it's here only. No. Okay.
Solidify. I will have order.
Can't see? I'll uproot you.
Yo, where were you?
AFK.
Quake.
I'm going in.
Where?
Had some work.
Get back. And shroud.
Adventure time.
Order guide you.
Can't see? Let's nip that in the bud.
Where did that potato go? Wait, my pillow is inside there? Hmm. I'll go back. Do I have to come here? But it's not, nothing is that way. Yeah. Huh? Where do I have to go? That's the elevator.
Keep up.
Huh? What do I have to do? I came from here. So complete maze.
Yeah. Keep up.
Reddish.
Keep up.
I'm lost. What is this? Open.
Like the forest.
It's not opening anywhere. I'm lost.
Why you so much?
I don't know. It's not opening.
Then find out.
Keep up.
I wish it was easy for me.
YouTube.com.
And shroud.
Bruh. After 6 days infiltrating the temple. Wait. Okay. Nonsense. Meaning it said nonsense. I did not say nonsense. After reading now what? I put my Zhongli's pillar in. Oh wait. It went down. No. I don't know what to do.
YouTube check it.
Yeah, I'll check. This thing's also not then wait. First thing. Not showing. Secret of scorching the earth. Okay. Where it is?
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Okay, he also came the same way.
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
Mm-hmm. And on top, he fought there. Yeah, fight. Yeah, I did that. Okay.
Where do you want to go next?
Mm-hmm.
If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
Hmm. Where did you go? Okay. It's on top.
I'm on top of the world, yeah. I'm on top of the world.
Yay. Let's go. Osmanthus. Huh? Where? Oh, yeah. Okay. Now I have to go. See? So easy.
One with the force. Can't see? I'll uproot you. Keep up.
Everybody stand back!
One with the force. I hear
Let's
everything.
go.
Stabilize.
Okay, come here. Come.
This is order.
Told ya.
Get back. Can't see?
Let's go. Wait, what is going on? Mm-hmm. There's some sound I can hear.
Keep up.
Let's go. Activate. Oh, I'm going down. Okay, huh? Oh, more down.
Now that's a King Deshret's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here. It's
I'm the king.
different than what I expected.
Hey?
There are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of King Deshret.
Ooh. Yeah. That tree. No. I can't sprint and all. I just have to walk.
It's getting brighter. Oh, it looks so beautiful.
I know, right? I can't even jump. She walked.
Wait, what's that?
A load of flowers. And it looks like there's something among them.
Mm-hmm.
These are...
They left something behind. Yes. It's an elegy written in an ancient...
What does it say?
Here lies our faithful priest. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration.
You can read ancient King Deshret?
Of course.
Yeah.
Every student needs to master at least 20 languages.
He's not serious.
There's still something off about this place. The scent of life.
Is this it?
Analyzing.
Huh?
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletal remains. Excellent. There's a device from King Deshret's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the information over and project it for everyone to...
Isn't sharing knowledge?
Yes. You'll understand after watching it.
Civilization is born of knowledge.
Ano
But so
cutscene?
too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. King Deshret brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Rukkhadevata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more.
Was that Sino?
In helping King Deshret to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange.
Huh?
Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What was that?
The priest's memories.
No. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
But this doesn't make any sense.
Was that the former Dendro Archon?
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt you've just witnessed his priest's last words.
I've never heard about any of the surviving followers of King Deshret all gathered in Aru village. Our god did not make mistakes. King Deshret's death, the all but total annihilation of our civilization. It was all Greater Lord. We saw her as nothing more than a traitor, who stabbed us in the back in our moment of crisis. Just like us humans. Fighting, feuding, double...
You were blinded by your prejudice.
If I hadn't seen this for myself, if I hadn't witnessed his last words with my own eyes, ears, how could I ever begin to accept this? The truth is so far from what I've always known. Am I really supposed to believe that after all these years, all this time seeking revenge...
Raman, give it a rest. You're starting...
Did my Aramites and I... What do...
Hey, how you doing?
I'll live. I should probably go. Can't just stay here.
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. I feel deeply ashamed of... But please, give me some time.
It's not gonna be easy.
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with. This is where our camp's located.
When would be a good time for us to go?
Tomorrow. I'll convince... And I'll return every last one of your your village keepers. We'll share...
You seem to finally understand that our true enemy...
Yes. The gods never gave up on anyone. It's the people responsible for all this that need to face...
That must have been rough. But he seems to have figured...
Ramon's no fool. Being the leader of your own faction in the desert is no easy feat. It's too bad he was held back by his belief in King Deshret. But now that
The outcome, at least, is favorable.
We should get going too. Let's head back, have a proper meal, and Sino, we're leaving!
Stop, yep.
Well, hello.
Wait, I'm in a fight.
Got 10 removed.
I need one by more.
For
You
what?
can tell me what it was.
Arey, the thing was like domain got over, no? And they were watching all the this RAM. Then afterwards they were discussing about it. Paiman was like Sino was waiting there for a moment. Paiman is like, Sino, we are leaving. Sino is like, stop yelling.
Yeah, Paimon used to.
Raman,
Hmm?
here.
Everything's been
Paimon
arranged.
used to.
Someone will bring the village keepers back to Aru village shortly.
I guess all I can say now is thanks for agreeing to help.
Don't mention. But we share a common cause now.
Where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to them.
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the scroll.
There's no need to yell. No
Let me
one can
stream
help
first,
you
yeah.
now.
Your stream?
We've been all over the desert trying to find you.
That's right.
Watching, huh? Okay, sure.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay,
Right.
not surprised about it. Hey.
General Mahamatra? No, no.
Hey.
Whoa. The moment they set eyes on Sino, they turned pale like they've seen a—
You should have known that I would be coming.
Wait, we were just following orders. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's no way we could.
No, not Sino. He's gonna tear us limb from limb.
Bruh.
I could do a word.
Please have mercy.
Start talking. Otherwise, I'll have to resort to...
So, your superiors have kept you quite busy recently. Why?
They, wanted to—
Don't play dumb. You know what I'm really at. They extract divine canned knowledge.
I really don't know how to.
Well, you better start talking or you'll be stuck.
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
Be my guest.
Hmm?
Huh?
Hmm?
Uh-huh.
I
Huh?
got
That
this
sure
one,
didn't
the
sound like a
C4
fancy
became
metaphor or anything.
feminine.
You're serious.
How did you know?
What?
You heard, no? Feminine
There's no
C4.
use hiding it now.
Feminist
Yes,
what?
you're right.
Feminine C4 I got.
The
Damn.
academia is working on an important
That's cool.
and potentially world-changing project. It may seem as if Sumeru's academics are thriving, but ever since the death of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, scholarly breakthroughs have been. The withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like,
Continue.
and then someone from the Fatui showed up. They called him the Doctor. He
Hmm.
brought a gnosis and said he wanted to borrow the Academia's. The Doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said those words, everyone's expression changed. He asked them, do you wish to...
This is what the arrogant ignorance at the extreme end of
First, the Academia spent a long time constructing a divine vessel, which was based on an exquisite... After that, they harvested dreams via the Seb-Zerus Festival Samsara, maximizing the Akasha with the Doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning at maximum efficiency. They were able to use it to extract the power from the Gnosis and convert it into a... Next, they decided that their new god needed to possess divine wisdom. For that to happen, they needed a huge...
It adds up.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge extracted is of divine...
Call it an educated guess? The Academia has been trying to figure out the exact source of the scholar's madness for centuries, but nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Surely you can see what that... If it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend, then it must be something only gods are able to decipher. In other words, it's the source of the god of wisdom's...
Mm-hmm.
You must have noticed by now. The Academia doesn't care about who their god is. It's the ability to exercise control over knowledge, and it is as if they are cursed with a desire for omniscience and omnipotence that burns. Some organisms demonstrate phototaxis, and this is but a form of phototaxis.
Then what does Lesser Lord Kusanali mean to you? Is she not a true god present in this world?
From the beginning, the Academia has never treated her. When the Academia first discovered Lesser Lord Kusanali, the newborn god of wisdom, the sages hoped that she would be as wise as Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. They found that at the time, she possessed no more intelligence than any ordinary human child. The sages never had a ruder awakening. This forced them to accept that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali's gnosis, had been used to power the Akasha this entire time. By herself, she has neither an Archon's raw power, nor the spectacular insight. Slowly but surely, people began to forget about her existence.
So...
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's try to keep our cool. If everyone's in a bad mood, then let's change up our... Raman, give me a few men to help us escort the village keepers back to the village. And these two scholars...
Sure.
Rockies. Mm-hmm. Huh? Huh? Okay, okay.
The
The village keepers you found have all been returned to their homes, and each one has a dedicated caregiver to look after them. The 2 new scholars are being kept under close supervision, too. Really great work, everyone.
The atmosphere is so heavy. Hey! Say something! Stop spacing out!
Come on, is there nothing left to talk about? In that case, let's all get some water and try to think about something else.
Or I can go fetch some snacks.
Oh, Paimon's so coming with you.
Do you have any plans, traveler?
Gods above, you're not talking about work, are you?
Okay.
So you were still withholding some information?
Okay.
Even though we lived through all of this firsthand, it still feels super surreal to hear you talk about it.
What a whirlwind of a story. I felt like I was holding my breath the whole time.
It seems like there will be more issues to face in the days ahead than I'd anticipated.
Still, now's a good time.
It's time to make a plan.
Indeed. These events are a flagrant transgression.
So,
Crush the sages and rescue our god.
Well,
the next time we gather here...
Yep, it'll work out.
Quest complete.
Nice way.
Arigato.
Chapter over.
Chapter over. Got your statue. Statue. Bro. Wait. Nice. Raise a double switch.
Just what will we come across?
Let's go. Constellation. Okay.
We're going to hunt.
Yeah. What I was doing? What was I doing? Can I? Let's see. Sad. What I'll need though, and this I have. But I'll fight you. No why. My next fight will be then, no? You heard me? Oh, Sino I can do now. Unlocked Sino.
Nice way.
Arigato. I will wait for you for Act 5.
You do.
No, I'll wait.
You said you would reach next week in Fontaine.
Yeah, this week that is. I'll do Sino now. After doing Sino, I'll close. Make the stream will close. In Act 5, you have to fight Scaramouche. Hmm?
What should I do now? If only Sino was still around.
Excuse us.
Oh, I appreciate the concern, but who are you? Ah, friends of Sino. Well, I suppose it's not a secret or anything. Since you two are interested, I'll just lay it out for you. My name is Nabil. I'm a Matra in the Academia. A case involving the smuggling of canned knowledge has come to our attention recently, but unfortunately, we don't have the people to handle it at the moment.
Huh? You mean the Academia is short on Matra?
Well, not exactly. I suppose given the large scope of the issue, we talked things over internally and decided that we should... If you two have some time...
Alright, since you...
Yes, large amounts of canned knowledge from unknown origins have been appearing on the market recently. According to some research, using large amounts of rumors also have it that some particularly... According to our current leads, it's highly likely that there are dealers selling canned knowledge outside...
You can count on us!
Let's go. I think we'll have in Sumeru now. The 5th one. We might have Yoimiya because Yoimiya's story quest will unlock after Sumeru's 5th act. I just feel like. No? Oh, is that Sino? Looks like... Yeah. Yep.
Huh? It's Sino!
Ah, it's you two. I knew I sensed a familiar I'm currently in the middle of an investigation here. Well, there's been a recent case of canned knowledge smuggling. It seems that the smugglers are following an elaborate and dangerous scheme.
Hey, what do you know?
I see. Well, the situation might be more problematic than you anticipated. Long story short...
Whoa, that sounds pretty complicated. But having Sino... Alright, let's go round up the...
Let's go. Where? Wait, this you had done not. Hmm? Huh? Timing, man.
Keep up. And shroud.
Bruh.
Keep up.
Huh? 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 Come here, come here. Not you, sorry. Yo. Bruh. rounds are you taking?
Can't see?
Then do I have to take this?
One with the force.
I don't wanna do. Me go normally. No, I don't have to do that. Yeah, it does.
Is this all you got?
What difference does it make?
Done.
If you see something you like...
Which quest?
They've been cracking down on us lately, so we don't have
Fully
much on
done.
hand. If you see something that catches your...
That one quest.
What does the Academia think they're doing?
Mhm.
Alright, I'll take these here. I don't see any real gems in this batch.
150k. Show us the Mora, and you'll get the goods.
Put the Mora down and your hands up.
It hit Sino! When's he ever gonna let up?
Hey, forget the goods! Let's split!
But don't forget the Mora!
Dun dun! Not so fast! You
Dun
can't
dun.
escape with Paimon on the cake!
What is this? He's got backup now? Doesn't everyone say Sino works alone? I don't like the looks of this.
It's over. It's not like we're making a big cut anyway. I'm not losing my life here.
Huh? Did they really just give up like that?
Well,
Just like the others I've caught. They're not deep in the circle, just dealers at the bottom of the... Alright, I have one question and one question only.
The pickup location is different every time. The boss tells us where it's gonna be and that's it. We don't...
And when is the next batch?
I don't know.
I don't know.
He's telling the truth. Honest. Normally, we should have received a shipment 3 days ago. The stock we have right now is from 8 days ago, which is why there isn't much left.
I know exactly why they didn't receive their last batch. 3 days, I suspect who's ever running this whole thing knew that I was coming. So when you were trying to escape, you said something about me work.
Are you kidding? We've known your name since day one in this business. The boss warned us to watch out and even gave us info about you. But here we are.
They already knew all about me and were trying to avoid being detected from the very beginning. These small fries are the only ones they leave out in the open. And no matter how many we catch, it won't... If only we had another lead. Like a merchant who sells large amounts...
Huh? Oh, you mean someone like
Do you have a potential suspect? That's right. I won't turn a blind eye on any...
Oh! Sounds like we shouldn't ever let Sino meet Dory.
I see. Anyway, I'll think of a way to deal with these two and then continue If you manage to learn anything, you can find me a caravan And as for you, I don't ever want to catch you buying canned knowledge again. If you possess any unused knowledge capsules, then you should submit them.
Okay, I got it. Just keep...
Hey! What's with the attitude, mister?
What, you got a problem with that too? Listen, buying canned knowledge is a deal between two people. The buyer and the seller. We don't need to think about it. If the Academia is hoarding something as convenient and useful like canned knowledge...
The Academia has clearly published the potential dangers of canned knowledge. I don't like having to repeat things. And besides, I'm sure you wouldn't listen anyway. I just hope you understand that your actions are what fuels the smuggling of canned knowledge. If I ever catch you again... Alright, Traveler.
Hmm.
You think you can...
Traveler, why don't we go talk to Dory? She's got loads of connections and might be able... If Paimon remembers correctly, she's usually at the Palace of Alcazar's Array. Let's go!
Let's go. This one is easy.
I see. So that's the latest scoop. Good thing you didn't rat me out. Otherwise, who knows where I'd have to be hiding to avoid attention. No idea. Sorry. I've already cashed out of the kit. Huh? You mean you stopped selling it? That's right. With so much canned knowledge flooding the market, it was becoming impossible to... Besides, it seems that group of smugglers has practically taken over the market. It's a little rule of mine to never fight for a share of someone else's market. If I'm gonna make Mora, it's gonna be the lion's share. Plus, with regulations getting as tight as they are now, I figured I might as well sounds like we came on it. Well, not completely. Granted, I don't know who's behind all the smuggling activity, but since you didn't sell me out, I'll let you in on what I do know. After all, those smugglers have really crossed the line, butting their way into the market like that. I hope their luck runs out soon so that I can take over. Hey, you just want to make more business for yourself. Don't underestimate its value. Think about it. You can gain all sorts of knowledge while bypassing the troublesome process of studying. Naturally, of course, not everyone needs that kind of knowledge, but in a market as big as Sumeru, there is plenty of demand. Plus the cost of... Then why does the Academia prohibit selling canned knowledge? Being able to gain complex knowledge and become a scholar with the snap of your finger, but everything in the world comes... Gaining knowledge is a complicated process. It requires learning, thinking, and practice. Even when it comes to my own business, I have to go through a lot of preparation before I put anything out for sale. But with canned knowledge, one may simply skip all the hassle and get whatever they need to know immediately. That inherent first, you'll accept the knowledge as factual without a second thought, and you'll find it very hard to forget. This means that if the knowledge is flawed, then... And second, excess use of knowledge capsules over an extended time diminishes your ability to think. You'll end up becoming like a library that can only store knowledge. Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Traveler, you used canned knowledge before. Did you feel any negative effects? Of course, using it sparingly is not an issue, which is exactly why I used to sell it. It's just like how medicine can be used to cure diseases, but can also do harm when overused. Anyway, back to the point. There'll be consequences if the sale of canned knowledge by those smugglers... And what's worse, you're playing right into their hands by focusing only on the canned knowledge. As far as I know, their real purpose is to distribute information about the Court of Desolation. That's where... The Court of Desolation?
What are you doing right now?
Rumor has it that it's a site of ruins from the age of King Deshret.
Puzzle.
It's said that with the
And
treasures
Konomiya?
inside, one can see beyond life and death. But any
Inazuma?
research of the ruins is strictly... Word on the street is that there'll be an auction taking place
Why
in the
not
desert.
doing Archon?
They're auctioning rare can... Once I heard about the auction, I began to suspect that all the canned knowledge
Sumeru
popping
is
up on
not
the market
actually
is just a
born.
diversion.
It
I'd
is
wager
good.
that their real target is the Court of Desolation. Because studying those ruins is not just a simple matter. It requires knowledge spanning several fields.
It's a big map,
They're
right?
to quickly assemble a
So-
research team.
Map
Can
is
knowledge
big.
would be the best
Who told
solution.
them to
As
keep
for
their
the
mouth big?
auction, on the other hand, no one can say for sure that they will ever succeed in finding the Court of Desolation.
Sounds to Paimon like we better head to the desert and see the auction.
That's right. And now that I've shared all that valuable info with you, it's time to introduce our limited edition desert travel kit. It comes complete with a map straight to the auction location. As I said, I also have to make preparations before I sell things, right? Now, I've got it. 500,000 mora per kit. That's quite the bargain. We'll even offer a 50% discount for little Paimon's travel kit. Only 250,000 more. What? That's no need to worry, little one. Sino's the one heading this investigation, isn't he? I'll be sure to bill all of you. All you'll need to do is tell him to go to the Merchants Guild and pay the bill once the mission is completed. I'm sure the former General Mahamatra of the Academia would never leave any debt unpaid. Oh, the Mora. I can see it already. Loads of
We'd better get going. If Dora keeps at it, we'll be out of more.
Hmm. Hi, Sino.
Sino! We got news for you. What the smugglers are
What
really
is-
after is a
Sino.
chance to research the Court of Desolation. They're hosting an auction in the
I don't
desert to
know.
sell canned knowledge
Sino.
about those ruins.
The Court of Desolation.
What? I'm doing his
I want to
quest.
ask how you came by this intel.
Oh,
But is it reliable?
Very same.
We also heard that the Court of Desolation contains treasures from the time of
Was
King
about to
Deshret.
Smuggle Academy.
Is that true?
Partially. It was a secret place built by a dark sect from the age of King Deshret. The ruins do contain treasures,
Oh,
but the
shit.
place is also rife with According to past research, one must forfeit their
It's a
life
push
as
to
the
do
price
this,
of
but
entering. They
because
are not
push
some
it
or,
on my
however.
phone.
If they are using the canned knowledge as a way to move information and recruit
You're watching my
researchers,
stream?
then I suppose your conclusion does hold less in recent years. But there are always those who attempt to do so,
Dudu.
both inside and after all.
By mistake.
Legends claim that whoever obtains the treasure's
even
death
select the
is
quest,
often
but
the
it
greatest
started on
grievance.
its own.
That's why some continue to research it. Do you know where the auction is taking place? Good. We'll go investigate. But
People take...
that's right. Don't worry. I'll make sure.
That's Sino for ya. But we can lend a hand to you.
What happened? Teeny, teeny, wee. Hey, silly. Damn. That's so good. Oh, here you have to come. Sit, sit. Thank you.
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
Hold it right there. Heading to the desert, are we? I would think twice if I were you. That doesn't matter. All you need to know is that someone wishes to inform you that it's not too late. You must be Sino. I've heard a lot about you. You've got quite a reputation. But this time you're in over your head. Unless you turn around right now, I'm afraid that even you won't. And as for you two, why bother sticking your noses in trouble that doesn't even concern you? Hmm?
That's right! We won't just sit back and do.
Ha! Have you really thought it through? You're not just doing this for recognition, are you? My employer said that he's willing to compromise as long as you just walk away. He could. On top of that, he's willing to give you a cut of the profit. So you see, you get both Mora and a boost to your reputation.
Is that so? Well, I can't think of a reason why I'd accept.
Sorry, no can do. We're getting paid to ensure you disappear. Since you
I have to fight them? Yeah. Level 90s in Sino. Hey, he also does like Shao only. I'm fighting with Sino. Meaning. With Sino. Meaning using Sino. C3 Sino. Oh, let's see. Huh? Show you also. See. Nobilis. Everywhere Nobilis. C3.
Nice.
Hmm.
Okay. I want to see you fight.
Wait. Ah, 5 is. Ah. Yeah. It was cool. He is cool. Oh, he gets those two this hands. Does this thing go? Yeah, it goes. Yeah.
Can't see? I'll uproot you.
Okay.
This doesn't change any. You're in over your head, Sino. There will be others coming for. Let's get out of here.
You can do yours now.
Can I be greater than 10?
No need.
Yeah.
Even if we apprehend them, I apologize for bringing you into this dangerous mess.
Obviously
Being
not.
you should be careful from now on. Sleep with one eye open.
Huh?
Wait, hold on.
One
There's
eye
no
open?
way anyone could sleep without closing their eyes?
Sleep with one eye open, it seems.
You'd be surprised. Anyway, just be careful. Mercenaries are never quick to. They may even stay hidden in some dark corner for a very long time. Waiting. Yes. I was carrying out a mission with
A
one of my
close stream?
superiors.
Meaning this
I didn't
Discord
have
stream.
much experience at the time. My superior was injured while protecting me, and we struggled to.
Whoa! Who could have seen that coming?
He survived with a fractured wrist. It took 2 months for him to recover, but luckily, there weren't any further complications. His name is Taj Radkani, a very well-respected Matra. Anyway, our mission will be dangerous. I'm already used to.
Don't worry, Paimon will stay alert. We'll see danger coming a mile away.
Good. Don't worry. It won't be long till we're. And once this is all over, I'll sweep away and.
Okay. Bruh, I did not open the teleporter. Let's go. Huh?
Okay, I'll take a break for some time.
Taking a break. Okay. I couldn't get it. It's underground now.
Just tell me when you're frustrated.
There was some shade
Yeah.
for us to cool off under.
We still have a long way to go. Of course. But I'm accustomed to the...
Care to share any tips?
Just try to stay focused. Use your willpower to support your mind. The moment you start to give in is when you'll feel more tired. Take one step after another. Don't let your mind perceive your body's limitations.
Okay, if you say so. But where would be a more safe place to rest? Just look around. It's just sand and desert. There aren't any monsters for miles around.
Watch out. Something's not right about them.
Solidify!
And shroud!
Sometimes it's easy for me.
Let's light it up!
Oh, there's one there.
Well, Paimon really...
Those weren't just normal scorpions, see? There are marked numbers on their pincers. Someone doesn't want us to show up at the auction. We are surrounded by desert as far as the eye can see.
This place is
I can directly TP where your auction is there.
let our guard down.
Something's not right. There are no roads in the desert. So how could they know where we... Stay still.
Hmm? What's that?
Here's the answer. It must have planted this on you.
Huh? What is...
A miniature tracking device made by the Ksharwar. They can use... But this device wasn't licensed for mass production. Where did they get it?
Whoa! Paimon never knew that kind of thing even existed! What?
They probably planted it on the Traveler during our fight with the mercenaries earlier. It was a frantic fight. It's only natural you didn't notice the device.
Well, good thing you were able to find it, Sino. Now let's get rid of it.
No. Hold on to it for now. It might still be you. Let's keep heading to the auction. It would be...
They're back again! How many of them are there?
Get back! Can't see? I hear everything.
Solidify!
Oh, that's good. Welcome. Or maybe not. Oh, there I have to go. Oh, it was the capsules, right? Yeah.
Weird. Is this where the auction is? Yeah, not a single soul.
We didn't waste any time getting here after we defeated those mercenaries. But even so, they still knew we were coming. Someone here...
Aw, what should we...
We searched the area. They couldn't have moved all the knowledge capsules so quickly. There might still be something left for us to...
Alright, let's take a good look.
BRB.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth, and those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
Here I'm back.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Did you find anything?
No, nothing in particular.
It's possible there weren't many knowledge capsules containing info about the Court of Desolation. But don't worry. I have another idea. Come back and meet me here after some time has passed. I'm sure something will come up by then. They packed up in a hurry and didn't have time to carry off all their goods. Once they think we've left the premises, they'll be back to pick up their belongings.
Oh, Paimon gets it. We'll lure them out because they'll think, okay, we'll start heading away.
Yes. And don't worry.
I'll open the tables and go. What is this? Oh, bruh. It's way on top. Will I get to go on top? Hmm. No!
Gather!
go. Oh, let's go. Oh, it's now only. Maybe I had to fight solo, I guess.
So tired. Yay. Let's It's probably about. Let's go. Maybe sign up.
What? I'm hiding a dragon. Like.
Quest is done, right?
No.
Still going on. Seven, what's up? How when it's done?
Wait, what happened?
Oh,
Mom is gone.
So you're the bad guy behind all this, aren't ya? Alright,
I didn't act immediately when he showed
Sorry.
up. Rather,
She had
I
gone
laid low and
somewhere.
observed for a while instead. He is not the primary
To
instigator,
visit someone.
but he is most likely one of the more important.
Yes, impressive. You certainly live up to your reputation, Sino. If I had any idea you were still around.
Greedy?
Once everyone knew you were coming, all the canned knowledge dealers abandoned their goods and fled at once. Obviously, there wasn't time. Since all the goods were just left here unsupervised, I thought I'd use the opportunity to come back and take what I could. You know, free merchandise is good business, but...
You must know who's manufacturing and selling the canned knowledge.
No, I'll talk. But before that, if we stay here, chances are that someone will see me with you. That would put both me and my family in danger.
Because I'm taking off my headphones.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where do you suggest we go?
How about my home in Aru Village? It should be safe there.
Fine. Let's head.
Listen, but
No, I don't wanna go there.
Come on now. Do you really think I'd try to pull anything under Sino's watch? Seriously, what can I even do?
Dad, you're back. Oh, we have guests?
This is my daughter, Simin. Why don't you run along now, dear? Dad needs to talk.
Oh, okay.
Go run.
Everyone knows Sino in our business, but let me...
Paimon is Paimon, and this is the
To be honest, I really didn't expect to see
Paimon is
Sino,
Paimon.
the lone operator, working with any partners. When I saw the tracker start moving away, I assumed you had decided to just go back. But even though you caught me, I'd still urge you to stop while you still can.
Why is that?
Everything from the manufacturing of canned knowledge to the sales and even splitting the profits. Everyone will try their best to defend this industry that we've worked to build. It will be a long and difficult fight, even for you, Sino. And even if you manage to win in the end, no one will thank you. If
Everyone has their own reasons for what they do. I don't have to explain mine.
Here's some tea, Dad. And for the guests, too.
Right. I forgot to offer tea to our guests. Thank you.
Don't mention it. And, I should tell you that our tea tastes kind of bitter, but I put some sugar in to make it a little tastier.
That's my girl. Do we still have any sugar left? If not, I'll buy some more next time.
Yes, we do. Okay, I'm gonna go have a rest now.
Didn't you say that everyone's in it for the massive profits? That sure
Actually, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I was hoping to ask you for... My daughter was born with a chronic disease, so she has a relatively weak heart and lungs. Even slightly strenuous exercise can cause her to faint and prove to be a life-threatening risk. That's why she never really had any friends to play with, and why she locks herself up in her room most of the time. She has to take lots of medicine, and it doesn't come cheap. As for me, I was just an average merchant. I would wake up early and travel all around to make a profit. The Mora was still nowhere near enough. I could only watch my daughter's health deteriorate day until one day, someone reached out and showed me a way.
Selling canned knowledge.
That's right. With all the Mora I made,
Detila.
I could finally afford medical treatment for my daughter. Nothing made... There are many others like me. Smuggling canned knowledge might
ये
seem
खा
like
लो.
an unforgivable crime to you, but to us, it's a means of survival. I wanted to tell you all this so that maybe you could understand and change your mind. Please.
Oh no. That means that if we prevent the sale of canned...
I can find someone to help treat your child. But I cannot turn a blind eye to the smuggling.
I somehow knew you would say that. But having your word to help my daughter is enough for me. Since you insist on continuing the investigation, you should have a look around the back of my home. You'll find some goods I received just recently. I think everything will become clear to you once you see them.
말은 नको go. दे ना तू directly तिला.
Yes. All neatly packed away and organized in boxes. To think, small producers couldn't possibly support such a large quantity of goods.
Huh? Look! These seem different from...
Yes, that would make sense. Wait, what's this? Yes, it's a Matra seal. I started to suspect that someone in the academia... The pieces have now all fallen into place. With this Matra... No wonder they don't want me to investigate. Could I ask you for a favor? Since all this canned knowledge came from the academia, then it's highly likely that the knowledge regarding the Court of Desolation... If we can enter the repository, we can find out who... But, considering my current status, if I suddenly... You'll need to be the one who checks the records.
Sure thing!
I'll also keep working. We can get more information on other dealers from Bahari.
Yo. So guys, that's it for today. I gotta go now, and thank you for joining. It was good. And we'll see you next time.
Every
Till then,
journey
bye bye.
has
Take
its final
care.
day.
Peace.
Don't rush.